Yeah. All right, let's go. It's the MVP with Malachi Lee crossing half, pulling up from three, making victory plays, talking dunks and fadeaways to players that lead the way. Awards and trophies. I hope you feeling this, homie. Making victory plays, make you real, not phony. Detroit, we back again, so let the games begin. Making victory plays for the win. Making victory plays for the win.
Play for the win.
What up, doe? What up, doe? What up, doe? What up, doe? Boss up and get this money. Hey, what up? This is another episode of M.V.P with Malachi Lee. I'm your host, Malachi Lee, of course. I'm geeked up. Last time I did this, it was 2 weeks ago. Working on being consistent, whatever, but I'm glad to be back. I'm not feeling the best right now. You probably can hear it in my voice if you know me or don't, but I'm doing this. I'm excited to be doing this show, man. I'm geeked up. Today is the day. Today is the day, man. Game 7 in Detroit. Little Caesars Arena, man. First time we get a Game 7 in Detroit. I'm so geeked up for this, man. For those that may not know, I was at the game on my birthday, Wednesday, April 29th. I was there in the building, man. So I was so excited. Shout out to my wife, Danny Love. Let's go, boo. She got me the ticket for my birthday. We went. We had an amazing time. It was a great time. I could just feel it in the room. I could feel it in the day that we were going to win. We were down 3-1 at that time. I wanted to do the show before then, but on my social media, I kept saying Pistons in 7. Once we lost game 4, I'm like, okay, come back home and let's win out, and that was the game to do it. It was back against the wall, 3-1 at home. I was in the building, and man, the energy was crazy. I want to get some of these videos to show y'all, but the energy was crazy, man. Detroit showed out for the game 5. Then we went to Orlando for game 6. That was Friday. That was crazy. Down 24 points. We were down 24 points. It was crazy. Win or go home, down 24 on the road, and we pulled it out. Man. Detroit pulled it out, and I'm so excited. I'm happy for them boys, man. April 29th, Cade had 45. That's a Detroit Pistons playoff record, 45 points. The previous record holder was Dave Bing. Shout out to Mayor Dave Bing. He was a Piston, and he had 44. So Cade with the 45 on my birthday, man. Twin Asar Thompson was everywhere. He had 6 points, 15 rebounds, like 4 blocks, 2 steals or something like that. Hold on, let me see. Something crazy, man. Yeah, he was everywhere. 6 assists, like 4 blocks, 3 steals, something like that, man. He was everywhere. So I love to see Twin, man. He's an energetic, athletic player that we need. He gave us that spark that we needed in game 6. Man, with key blocks, key plays he was making that started that comeback. Shout out to Paul Reed in the game. B-ball Paul, man. I've been saying all series that we needed to play Paul Reed. I don't know what's up. I understand Detroit, we have a very deep team, but the way we got here was this deep rotation. Usually in the playoffs, the rotation slimmed down a lot. Most teams do. But Detroit, we can't play like that. That's not how we play. We have a lot of these energy guys that come off the bench that make key plays, key scoring, key buckets at the key times. And Paul Reed was able to do that. There was something going on with JD. And he's started to get going a little bit within these last couple of games, but it's not what I want to see yet. But we just have to understand his role for our team. I hear a lot of people saying that we shouldn't sign JD to a long term. But I honestly, I would. I don't know if I'll give him the super duper max, but JD's a great third option. We are looking for him to be the number 2 option, but he's not. He's not our number 2 scoring option. He is one of our premier rim protectors on the defensive end, and he's great in the pick and roll. they've been able to pick apart his game a little bit, so he has been able to create the offense that he's used to off the pick and rolls and all of that. But he figured it out a little bit. He's actually started the game out on Wednesday with an and one, and that just the crowd erupted because we needed that. We needed to see him ball out. He is one of the biggest parts as far as heart and soul of the team that we need, including Paul Reed. Paul Reed is that heart and that characteristic. You know, they just personify what Detroit stands for, man. That dog mentality, all dog. That's what Detroit's theme this year has been, is all dog. And got the towel here, all dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what we own. You know what I'm saying? So Paul Reed personifies that. JD does personify that when he does. So I would sign him to a deal next year. I wouldn't give him the super duper max. I want to try to get another premier perimeter scorer in there for Detroit next year. But honestly, we look good, man. And I won't be on here long because Game 7 will be starting at 3:30. I just wanted to get in before the game started. But, man, Pistons in 7. That's what you got to know, man. We came back down 24. If y'all was going to beat us, Friday night was the time. So it's over now. We here, and we here to stay on to round 2. I can't wait to see it happen, man. We in at Little Caesars Arena. I was supposed to go downtown somewhere to watch the game with my wife, but we're not feeling the best. But we are going to the Tigers game after this, so we want to rest up a little bit. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to rest up because Game 7 about to have me going crazy. But the Tigers won last night as well. So, man, Detroit sports is a great time for it. Man, I really want to emphasize how excited I am that Paul Reed got in the game and got significant minutes. JD was something going on with his hand or something. He went to the locker room for a minute time, but we were down. Like, we were getting smacked around when Paul Reed was in the game, and it was him that getting key plays, rebounds, blocks, buckets, like rebound buckets. He was scoring like for the very short amount of time he was in. And of course, Twin as well. K, they all led the charge. Duncan Robinson hit some clutch threes, man. Tobias was balling as he always does. But Duncan Robinson stepping up was that X factor for sure. You know, Twin is going to do his thing. You know, K is going to get his buckets. You know, other players will help out, but Duncan hitting those key clutch threes, that's what saved us. That is definitely what saved us. And in the close games, we were still down. I think we cut it to 10, cut the lead to 7 with one of those Duncan threes. And it was great. And then Cade's defense, oh my goodness. This is, you talk about an MVP. Cade is an MVP. He's our MVP. But honestly, man, he's the MVP of the league. I know he didn't finish top 3 in voting this year, but he's my MVP. He has to be, because he's everywhere. He literally, we're down in the third quarter. Jalen Suggs, he stands up before half court, locked down, sliding, boom, got the steal into the transition bucket, which was a Duncan 3. Then we had Cade again with the deflection in the passing lane. Went down and got a bucket, man. Cade's defense was what stand out, because as your leader goes, you're going to go. So seeing how Cade balled out, man, that was amazing to see, amazing to witness. I'm so excited for this Game 7, man. I just, like I said, on Wednesday, I could just feel it, man. Like, this is going to be something historical. Back in 2002, I believe, 2002 or 2000, I think it was 2003, actually, the Detroit Pistons came down from 3-1 against the Orlando Magic to win the series. And then the following year, we won the championship. So it's possible. History repeats itself. I'm so excited to be alive to see this, to see us as a team doing so well, man. We have a real legitimate superstar. We have a legitimate team. And honestly, man, I don't want to speak too soon, but Boston lost. Boston lost Game 7. And shout out to the NBA. We got 3 Game 7s this weekend. The Raptors and Cavs played tonight after us for a Game 7, and that's very exciting. Like, I don't know if this is pretty rare. Hello, Satisha Boba. Hi. I don't know if this ever happened again, but man, it's a rare thing for sure. So what's up? But man, it was so cool to see it was so cool to see, man. 3 game sevens in the same weekend. Boston lost theirs. Jason Tatum didn't play. He's dealing with an injury, coming off of an injury. And honestly, Boston was the only team that I was I ain't gonna say scared of, but that I had to look out for. Now, the East is still the East. It's kind of wide open, but it's also not. Like, these teams are scrappy. Philly looks really good. If Joel is healthy, they'll be a problem for the Knicks. I'm excited to see that series. The Knicks are playing Philly in the next round, Eastern Conference semifinals, and then you have we'll find out tonight who's going to be advancing between us. Of course, it's going to be us, but then we got the Raptors and the Cavs will be that other game 7. So we're going to see, man. It's going to be very exciting. But honestly, outside of Boston, I wasn't really nervous about anybody else. Thank you for the subscribe, Baba. Appreciate it. Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about too many other teams. I mean, I like New York in terms of, like, I just want to see them again. They put us out last year. So yeah, let's match up with them. But we will play either Cleveland or Toronto. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see that. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But with Boston out, low key it's wide open. Detroit got the potential to make the finals for real now, because I knew we would make the Eastern Conference Finals. This series hasn't gone as expected, but we had to figure some things out. You know, Cade has always been doing this thing all series, but it's these other players. Cade and Tobias has been consistent. It's JD that's starting to figure out his game. We found some minutes for Paul Reed. That was huge for us. And Duncan found his shot. With all those things, and we play defense like we know how, nobody can really beat us. Like, outside of somebody on the West, honestly. I don't see anybody in the East beating us when we're playing our best basketball, because we have such a deep team. And I want JB Biggerstaff to go a little deeper in the bench. Find some time for Ron Hollins. I get not giving Marcus Sasser time. I understand that, but Ron Hollins would be those times that Karis LeVert gets in. See what Ron will do. You know, those few minutes just to add a spark, because it's these spark players that we have that keep the game going, keep the team moving forward, man. So excited for this game 7, and we in Detroit with it tonight, man. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. We're gonna see what it is. About to watch the game and tune in. I'm trying to think. Oh, in the West, let's cover the West too. We got LeBron, man, which LeBron is personally my GOAT. He's what I feel is the greatest player of all time. He's the greatest basketball player we've ever seen. Now, Jordan, him going 6-0, that's incredible. But this long, he's playing with his son. He has 4 championships. He has all these MVPs. Like, he's the number 1 scorer. He's top 5 in all categories, like LeBron. So seeing him advance past KD, now KD didn't play every game. I will give the Rockets that. But honestly, people, man, you give LeBron a decent team. You got Marcus Smart. You got DeAndre Ayton over there. Austin Reeves came back, which gave them what they needed as well. So LA advanced in 6. You got OKC. They gave easy work to the to the Suns. They swept them boys up out of there. The Spurs advanced in the gentleman's sweep. And then the Wolves advanced. Now, I'm looking at this Wolves series because if Ant can come back, this is going to tilt this series heavily. I was watching some footage from on Anthony Edwards' page, and he's on the road to recovery. He's not there yet, but he suffered an injury. Oh, my network is low. Okay, thank you. I'm going to be dropping off soon anyway. So I appreciate that. I'll have to work on that. But Anthony Edwards is man, he's an incredible player. The fact that the Timberwolves made easy work, 2 games is not easy work. They got the boys out of there in 6. I expected that series to go 7. Anthony Edwards went down, and they still closed them boys out. So I said, wow. And they DiVincenzo is out as well. So that's gonna, man, that sucks for Minnesota. That's one thing I don't like about basketball is the injuries. That's something you can't control. We seen it last year in the finals with Tyrese Halliburton. He started the game out super hot in that game 7 of the finals and suffered a catastrophic injury, had him out all season. So it's just one of those things in sports you can't you can't predict, man. Same with KD in versus Toronto. KD goes down and Kawhi gets that ring, man. So injuries are just a part of the game. You got to keep playing, so you never know what's going to happen. Do I know Ronaldo? Yes. I probably look like him. That's what you're going to say. So, yeah, man, the West is set. The next round is set. You got OKC and the Lakers. Now, I like this lineup. If they can exploit some of these mismatches and find a way to get a few games out of here, if they get Luka back, if they said it's no time soon, so he may need another week or two. But if we can hold off a little bit, I would like to see the Lakers advance to the conference finals. That would be nice. But we'll see. OKC is still a great team, and LeBron with Austin Reeves and the team that he has around him, they still gonna make some noise. Right now, if you tell me Luka's not playing in this series at all, I go Lakers I go OKC in 5.5, maybe 6 games. Probably leaning towards 5, realistically, but it could be 6. Honestly, you can never knock a healthy LeBron. You cannot go against that. So it's tough to say. I'll say if you tell me Luka isn't playing, yeah, it's going 6 games for sure. So probably OKC's favor, but it'll go 6 games. LeBron will get you 1 for sure, get you 2 for sure. So we'll see. If Luka comes back, I got Lakers in 7. If you tell me Luka's on the court and healthy, Lakers in 7. But honestly, Lakers might advance though. They have that potential. You can't sleep on them. Spurs and Wolves. If you tell me that Anthony Edwards is not playing, Spurs in 4. Spurs in 4, 5. I give the Wolves a 1. Spurs in 5 if Anthony Edwards doesn't play. If if Anthony Edwards comes back, if you tell me Anthony Edwards is coming back game 2, give me honestly, and y'all might not like me for this, give me the Wolves. Give me the Wolves over the Spurs if Anthony Edwards come back. Let's say he come back game 2. Now, you got Gobert and Wemby. That's the perfect matchup. Now, Gobert isn't the offensive player that Wemby is, but he can give that defense, that height, that size in the paint to give some of that paint protection that they're going to need, because Wemby is going to be roaming and he's a freak of nature of a player. So it's going to be hard to get past them regardless. But if Anthony Edwards doesn't come back, it's Spurs in 5 for real. I really want the Spurs, but you might be right. Okay, you want the Spurs, baby. Yeah, man. Like I said, with injuries, it's just so hard to gauge it with the injuries, man. But I was watching. Anthony Edwards has a YouTube page, and he gave a lot of background, footage and everything. And he's on the road to recovery, but he had hyperextended his knee when he was already dealing with a knee injury. So that's going to be tough. He's going to need a little bit more time to recover. If he don't come back to game 5, it might be over. Game 4, game 5, it might be over. He needs to at least come back in game 3, because you can expect a good team to win 2 at home. You come at home and you defend home court. Now you tied up. So yeah, that's the West. Now Philly and New York, I really like this series. I really, really like this series as an NBA fan. Whoever wins will be going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, I don't like New York because they beat us, but just looking at these guys, if you tell me Embiid is playing every game, give me Philly in 6. Give me Philly in 6 if Embiid is playing. If Embiid is only gonna play 2 games, then it's gonna look different. But I like that matchup with him and Cat, Embiid and Cat, and Philly got a nice squad, man. I did not recognize them throughout the regular season. I forgot they had playoff P, which he showed up. They got Embiid, and they got them young boys, Tyrese Maxey and the rookie. I keep forgetting his name, number 77. Them boys ready to ball, man. Them boys scrappy young squad. Man, give me if Embiid is playing, give me Philly in 6. New York will definitely put up a fight. It could even go 7, but it's no easy way to tell with those two squads. With Philly advancing past Boston, and Boston was a squad that I was looking at to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals automatically. So I like how this is shaping out. Cleveland and Toronto tonight. I want to say Cleveland, based off the players that they have, is going to be in Cleveland, but you cannot look past this Toronto team. Toronto, actually, give me Toronto for the upset. I don't trust James Harden. Over the years, we've seen him to flop in these type of games, and I think history will repeat itself. I think Donovan Mitchell he'll have 40, but what is James Harden going to do? If you tell me James Harden gives me somewhere around 20 points and 8 assists, then they'll win. But I can't trust that. I can't trust that right now. You have this young team in Toronto they're just naive. Like, they got RJ Barrett, Barnes over there. They sometimes these scrappy young teams be so naive that they don't even feel, the pressure of the moment. It just is what it is. But for Harden, you have more pressure because he's been in the league so long. He's a vet. He's been in these situations in a deep playoff run, game 6, game 7, needing production out of you as one of the best players, and he doesn't show up. So I can't go against that. I don't think he's going to change it now. Honestly, the fact that Toronto took y'all to 7 games tells me everything I needed to know. Now, I'm not slighting Toronto at all, but Cleveland should have been able to take care of business in 6 games at the most. Let's be real. So the fact that they didn't, we'll see. But I'm gonna start wrapping this up, man, because game 7 is here. I wanted to show some footage and all that, but hey, I just end up talking. I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm proud of myself for getting back in motion. Thankful to my new subscriber or anybody else that subscribed or tuned in. Thanks a lot. My name is Malachi Lee. I'm an actor and comedian as well. So on my page, you'll see all types of stuff. I've been posting more comedy content and stand-up content, so you can tap in with me. And also go to lovelies.com to check out me and my wife, our website, lovelies.com, man. So happy game 7 to y'all. We'll see y'all. I'll try to do another episode before round 2 starts. I will do another episode. I think round 2 starts Monday, I want to say, or Tuesday. Might be like Tuesday. But, very excited, man. Excited to see this. So, see y'all later. This has been another episode 2 of M.V.P. with Malachi Lee, Game 7. I love y'all. Don't live without Christ. See y'all soon.
Yeah. All right, let's go. It's the MVP with Malachi Lee. Crossing half court, pulling up from 3, making victory plays, talking dunks and fadeaways to players that lead the way. Awards and trophies, I hope you feeling this, homie. Making victory plays, make you real, not phony. Detroit, we back again, so let the games begin. Making victory plays for the win. Making victory plays for the win.
Play for the win.